Welcome to Quick Poker. I'm Frank Carlino. It's day 22 of the Bankroll Challenge. We had a quarter on January 1st when the Bankroll Challenge began. You look up there, that's how much we have now. And as you see right there, we have 94.83 in rake. We are in a downswing because our hard point, we're at 285, but we didn't have this much rake then. Overall, January's been okay. February should be a lot better because we're not starting with a quarter when February starts. Got some crazy hands to go over. Let's get right into them. I opened Queen 9 suited from the button. The big blind, he doesn't like that. He says, you're button raising. I'm going to 3-bet. I don't blame him. So he 3-bets the 1.2. Okay, so standard deep stack play. Queen 9 offsuit. I would never even be in this situation, but deep enough, I'm going to take the flop and try to stack him. Oh, there's a floppy flop. Pair in the flush draw with position. I could confidently just call anything he bets. He only bets 90. Not much we're going to do here, but just call. 9 is interesting because we have 2 pair, but obviously a jack makes a straight. So I think there's more jack 9 and hands like queen jack and jack 10 in my range. So if he bets here, is he kind of representing like ace jack? I feel like this card should slow him down. Still probably not going to fold unless he bets like full pot, right? All right, so I have the diamonds. I have full house draw. I'm probably going to wind up losing this hand if I brick out, but I'm not folding to that, right? You would do the same? Wow. Wow. Boat. Oh, I'm still losing to king, queen, and pocket kings, but I beat literally everything else. Now I beat ace jack and any jack. I also beat pocket tens now. He's probably going to just check. So if we see a check, we don't like that. That means he's just giving up. What does he do here? He jams. Wait till you see what he had. We obviously call that, and he had ace 10. So that guy was just pedal to the metal, not giving up. You don't raise that guy's big blind. Damn. Did you expect to see ace jack when he did that? His table's been passive. He keeps limping the button. I'm just going to make it 5 big blinds with ace king suited. Let's go. We get a call. The original limper calls. Got a lead, right? I mean, whatever he has, even if he has a pocket pair, we're probably a mathematical favorite with 2 overs and the flush draw. We're just going to call down. All right, we don't like that at all. Okay. Now, we're probably going to lose this hand, but maybe I just fire one more barrel. Try to get him off. Maybe something like jack 9. Possibly he could fold pocket tens. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to keep firing. He calls that. All right, we're finished. 7-8 beats us. Any pair beats us. A 4 beats us. He has too little left. I have too little left. I mean, there's no way I'm going to get him off anything. The only possibility is maybe he has something like ace 7, ace 8. He could have had queen jack of clubs, jack 10 of clubs, something like that. Some sort of weird, even queen 8 of clubs, something like that. And then I'm actually be winning, but I don't know what else to do. So I just make the stupid bluff that's never going to work. And I don't know, pray he folds like the same hand or something. I don't even know. I was just in too deep at this point. And look at this. He folds. I was very surprised to win that hand. This hand is ridiculous. Okay, we got a limper. I opened the 7-10 diamonds. Passive player in the big blind. This guy just calls. What we got? 2-2-6, 2 diamonds. He leads. Okay, so when a passive player flats and leads, he usually has something he's really not folding because passive players don't really like to re-raise pre-flop. So he could have some sort of overpair here and be doing this. I like for the raise. So if I raise and he's passive enough, maybe he'll just fold pocket 8s, 9s, maybe even pocket jacks. I mean, I raised before the flop. I'm repping a big hand. It probably won't work, but I have a backup plan, and it's a flush draw. We hit the 3 of diamonds. Boom. There's no way a passive player who flatten leads is going to lead a flush draw. Flush is the nuts right here. Well, he checks to me, and I make a nice milky bet. He calls that. Okay, 10 of spades. So I'm thinking already, I don't have to worry about him having pocket tens, right? Because as much because I have a 10 in my hand. So I'm going to obviously jam to get value from those overpairs. Flush is the nuts here. So he's tanking. So we love tank, right? If we're betting a flush right here, and he's tanking, and we have a 10 in our hand, which reduces the combos of pocket tens, we're sitting pretty here. We're loving it. Oh, look, he's tanking. He's tanking. He's tanking. And then he finally makes a crying call, and wait till you see what he has. Pocket tens. And we lose to a boat, and he tanked. And I never say anything in the chat. And I'm not confrontational at all, but I asked him, like, did you slow roll me? And he never answered. I don't know if he slow rolled me or he's actually so nitty and so tight and so passive. He was actually worried that I had a straight flush or pocket twos. It's like, come on, dude. You know you're calling. You beat flushes. I'm never raising pocket twos on the flop. I don't have a straight flush. How are you tank calling? We see under the gun min raise. That usually means big hand. Hopefully it's not aces, right? Let's get some more money into the pot. We make it 8 big blinds. And what does he do? What does he do? He flats. All right. I'm looking to stack ace queen here. Hands like pocket tens and pocket jacks may be stubborn. Pocket eights is definitely something he might min open and then just call the 3-bet. Also fives. But I really like this flop. Ace queen is going to have a hard time folding. I like check raising overpairs from out of position. By the way, if you ever play with me, I play like that. I love check raising my overpairs. You know why? Because if you bet and he has ace queen, he just calls. If you check and he bets ace queen and then you raise him, then he gets pot committed and gives you all his money. Plan. We're going to check. See what he does. Okay, 1.5. Is he betting 1.5 with a set or slow play pocket ace? I don't think so. I feel like he has a queen. Ace queen specifically. Maybe something even like pocket nines, tens, or jacks. So I think I'm just going to, if I just jam here, it'll look like I have ace king of diamonds and I'm making a spewy play. So I jam. And he calls with pocket tens. And the 10 comes on the turn. And we lose. So tens are killing us. Okay, I love this hand, okay? What do you do when you're in position as the pre-flop raiser and you flop the nuts? You bet small. Watch. It's called the induce. So I bet small, and what he's going to do is start spewing off. And he's out of position, so he has to keep betting. So if you flop top set and you check, it's obvious you have top set. If you flop top set and you bet big, they can't do anything because they probably don't, because you have the board locked up. But when you bet real small like that, it gets them to spew off. Maybe that's only against really bad players, but works for me a lot. So try this play. I'm gonna flop top set in position as the raiser, and I'm gonna bet small. So I look like I have pocket nines or something. The thing is, if I had pocket nines or eights or something, and I was scared, or ace king, and I didn't like the board, and I bet small, he would never value raise a jack. He would probably check all with it. So when you see him try to like represent some sort of value raise here, it's obviously because I induced it. It's the induce. Now you could just call and just watch him. It's so awkward. Watch how awkward this is. All right, I'm going to just call that because I induced this. No way I'm ever re-raising. All right. Possibly a straight, right? He would have had a double belly buster. He could check raise 8-9 because he would have needed a 10 or a 6. So the 6 got there, but I don't think he has that. I think I just induced the bluff. So watch. Like now he's just thinking like forever, like, oh, should I bluff? Should I bluff? Should I bluff? Watch. That's about 3/4 pot. Okay, I just know that's a bluff. The board's getting scary. There's a lot of straightening cards that could come. I'm not going to like a lot of rivers, but I induced, so I have to just call. So I go for the just call with top set. Okay, the queen ball. Queen of spades means basically nothing. He's never has slow play pocket queens. That if anything, if I was, if I had a hand like he's hoping I have, that card would kind of hit me. So watch this. So now he's like, oh, I have to keep bluffing, I guess, because I started. I induced all this with the min bet on the flop. He bets huge, full pot. All right, so now I'm thinking, all right, I want to raise just in case he does have something. But if he does have a straight or something, we're going to lose. That's bad. And I have a feeling if I raise him, he's just going to fold. And you know why that would be bad? Because we're never going to get to see what he had. So I should have just called this because I knew he was bluffing anyway. I should have just called to protect against possible straights, number one. And number two, so we could see what he had because I knew he was bluffing. But now because I decided to raise, he folds after putting all that money in pot because he was bluffing. We never get to see what he has. So sometimes it's better to just call because, if he does have some sort of value range like 8-9 or 3-4 or 4-8, we lose anyway. And we would have got to see what he had. So I kind of regret raising all in. The hand up with me with pocket aces as I say. Thank you for watching Quick Poker. I'm going on vacation while I flop top set. Life is good. I actually checked top set again, and this poor guy hits a set of sixes. If you love the content, check out this video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.